Hello there, welcome back to IGN Sunset Overdrive Let's Play. We are kicking through the beginning of the game. We just had the intro sequence, and we have also just finished customizing our character. Lucy, this is your creation. By the way, my name's Cam Shea, and this is Lucy O'Brien joining me from the Australian team. Lucy, this is your creation.
I think she's beautiful.
What are we going to call her?
I think we should call her Emma Jones.
What? What? Where did that come from?
Because it's a humorous juxtaposition. Like, you expect a kind of wacky name.
Yeah.
But no, her name is just fairly standard.
But that's just really plain. Like, shouldn't it be like something really demure?
I don't know. I think Emma Jones has a kind of like iconic ring to it.
Okay. All right. Emma Jones. EJ.
EJ.
All right. Emma Jones it is.
Each, they call her.
Emma Jones it is until I think of a funny name, which may or may not happen. Okay, what's this guy's name? Oh no! Don't look at that! Don't look at that! All right, Emma Jones and Walt.
Follow me.
Okay, so who's this? He's your
guardian angel.
He's your guardian angel.
Because
right?
we saw he saved your butt before as well. So it really would help to have subtitles on. Let's not worry about it. So crowbar, let's do that.
I just love the color in this game. I'm really impressed just by how like ridiculously primary it is.
I really love video games with a huge amount of color.
Yeah.
You know, like
look at those red trees.
It gets really kind of like subconsciously depressing. Playing games that are just in shades of grey and brown, and let's not forget, I mean, this is from Insomniac, so this is from the studio that gave us one of the brownest games of all time, aka Resistance 3.
Resistance, like every Resistance game, was pretty brown and grey. Yeah, I just like... Tell me a little bit more about sort of how weapons work. Are you just sort of picking them up as you go? Are they just scattered around the world, or...?
We're going here.
What is this, a test?
Oh, go to the basketball court. I have. So, next. Weapons?
Yeah.
No. You're not picking up weapons on the fly. You're unlocking weapons and picking up ammo for them.
Right.
So, there's several... here we go. So, here's your first weapon. Or first kind of projectile weapon. So, just give me a sec. And this fires records, which is pretty cool.
Very cool.
And then you can also, there's also like a augmentation system for each weapon as well. Like just like one kind of buff that you can add to it.
Right, so it's not massively deep, but I imagine that there are lots and lots of weapons in this game.
Lots and lots of weapons, and being in an Insomniac game, you can rest assured that they'll be really interesting as well.
Cool.
Okay, here we go. So I'm about to get swamped because they're attracted to the Fizco goo.
Orange drink.
Yeah. But I should actually be hiding.
Oh, look at that.
And I should also say that weapons level up through use as well. So there's kind of good kind of level of kind of layering and experience to the system.
Can you grind? I mean, tell me a little bit, like, can you grind on almost anything? Is the world kind of created around you in that regard?
Yeah, no, absolutely. There's, like we said in the last video, you don't really have to touch the ground if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Because, like, all of these cars, you can bounce on. And then you can just go into a grind. And then you can bounce some more. And then you can grind some more. And hop up. And it's really, really freeform. And, that's the thing is, like, great video games have just great kind of core mechanics that are satisfying and fun in and of themselves.
Yeah.
And while I obviously am not able to give any indication about impressions, good or otherwise, of this game, I mean, like, it's clear that Insomniac has tried to really build solid, fun, freeform, foundation, so that just the act of running around is going to be entertaining, and you're going to see the world in a really different way. All right, so what have we got here?
It does have an ever so slight Borderlands vibe to it.
You think so?
A little bit. I mean, obviously very different games.
Actually, let's just quickly. I'll show you. I'll show you a couple of weapons that we can't afford at this stage.
Oh, this is great.
Acid sprinklers.
But yeah, no, I suppose that it's. Oh, I'm too distracted by this glorious freeze gun.
And there you go. There's the kind of, the use of the environment and explosions and stuff to
totally,
add some words.
No, I suppose, yeah. The only comparison that I can make is that obviously the characters are, larger than life, and it's all about these extreme weapons and
like
sort of very sort of joyous kind of gameplay.
It's exuberant. It's full of energy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing is like some of the initial kind of reveals and trailers of this game. I was like, I think they're
trying too hard.
They're trying a little bit too hard here. And a character like Two Hat Jack is kind of stupid, but I reckon these are it's all kind of contextual,
Yeah.
So these are characters that the idea is that they're a bit silly, but and a bit quirky, but they've got a bit of heart, and you warm to them. So this is Floyd, who basically can help you cook up amps, which are kind of the perk system in the game. Mm-hmm. And he's he's kind of like one of your kind of confidants, and tries to kind of keep you upbeat in the face of this insane, apocalyptic scenario, basically.
Go on, kid.
All right.
What you're doing.
Who are these guys?
Criminals who will shoot you for no good reason. Best way to deal with them? Shoot first.
You really...
Just get out there and make sure you grind up high and bounce around. If you stand still, they'll murder you.
Where'd that go? Full of explosive barrels, that'll come in handy.
What is a video game without explosive barrels? Even one as creative as this.
Let's face it, it's tradition.
It's true. So, fights just randomly pop up throughout the city, and there's nowhere that you're safe.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Let me run away just quickly.
If you're on the ground, they're gonna wreck you. Grind and bounce to stay ahead.
If you see some kind of health, let me know.
Oh, okay, so you need to actually collect the health pack.
Probably just die.
Right.
And start again. It's quite generous. Turns out, playing and talking at the same time is hard. There we go. If I can get down to it. See, this is the thing. You saw, just then, how quickly I lost basically all my health, and that was because I was piss-farting about and spent a bit too much time on the ground, and, you've really got to... You've really got to use your environment
all the time.
wisely. Yeah, and the thing is, your movement speed on the ground is significantly slower than what it is in the air. And also keep in mind that the movement options I have available now are not necessarily the full suite.
Right.
Your character will evolve, and you'll get more agile and get more options as the game progresses. So anyway, they were the Scabs. So that's like a human faction that's also kind of trying to control the city and stake out their claim to bits of the city. So you're often kind of coming up against them too. And all these kind of games, they need because the mutants are quite creative and move in particular ways, but then you also want to have some human opponents who can be a bit different and give you a different challenge.
So you've played a couple of hours of this so far. How much variety have you seen in terms of the enemies that you face?
Yeah. I mean, they're always introducing kind of new enemies, and I assume that that all continues throughout the game. Yeah. So, since we've kind of done that little bit, should we take a break?
Yep.
And come back?
Yep.
All right. So
Sounds good.
That was part 2, and we'll be back shortly with a little bit more action running around the city itself. So, bye.
Bye.